The end of the season is fast approaching and many of the leagues have already been won, though pride is still very much on the line in games like this weekend's El Classico, while over in the Premier League we can only sit back and wonder just how many more goals Mohamed Salah can score. Here's the Euro Fantasy League preview. Hello, I'm your host Nicholas Carroll, ready to take you through some of the biggest clashes in England, Italy and Spain, taking you through some of the fantasy considerations on the run home to the finish. We start in the Premier League with Stoke City at home to Crystal Palace, where the hosts will need a win to keep any survival hopes alive, though they face an in-form Palace team that has launched themselves to safety over the past month. For the Potters, Xherdan Shaqiri has arguably been the only viable fantasy option this season, though he himself has grabbed just 2 points in 7 league matches. Palace on the other hand are finishing strong, and Wilfried Zaha has been one of the most consistent EFL scorer in recent weeks, scoring a total of 20 points in his last 4 matches, with Luka Milivojevic and James McArthur also amongst the action. With 2 relegation-threatened clubs to play, they could provide some viable options to gain some late points. Next we look at West Brom against Tottenham, Albion all but guaranteed relegation, though remaining undefeated in their last 4, having won 2 of them. Jake Livermore is finishing the season in some form with attacking returns in their past 2 clashes, while Jay Rodriguez and Salomon Rondon provide goal options, albeit not overly consistent or cheap ones. Tottenham certainly haven't been setting the world alight recently, though a 2-0 victory over Watford returned them to the kind of form that many of us have expected from them this season. And it was the usual candidates returning to the forefront, with Harry Kane grabbing back-to-back goals for the first time since February after Dele Alli opened the scoring from a Christian Eriksen assist, the leading attacking trio looking to finish the season strong. We finish off in the Premier League with Chelsea at home to Liverpool, the home side still with faint hopes of a top 4 finish if they can bag a win. While their defence remains inconsistent, their attack has found some success in their 3 consecutive wins. After a brace from the bench against Southampton, Olivier Giroud has started the last 2 matches, though with no returns in both, he may potentially have opened the door for Alvaro Morata to be awarded a run-on position once again. Eden Hazard has grabbed modest returns in recent weeks with a goal and an assist, while last week it was Cesc Fabregas who grabbed his first league goal since August, just his 2nd of the season. Liverpool's league progress has been stunted somewhat due to 2 consecutive draws, somewhat forgivable due to their Champions League commitments. Though with just the final ahead of them, you can expect close to a full team for their remaining league fixtures. This means you can almost bank on Mohamed Salah to add to his absolutely incredible haul for the season of 31 goals, 9 assists and 172 EFL points. In Serie A, Roma continued to grab convincing results despite their Champions League tie against Liverpool, with 3 consecutive wins consisting of 9 goals scored. They'll now travel to Cagliari, who are fighting to remain outside of the relegation zone, though come into the match as one of the league's out-of-form teams. If they are to make an impact, they'll be heavily reliant on Leonardo Pavoletti netting up front, with the striker scoring their only 2 goals in their last 4 matches. For the Giallorossi, Edin Dzeko comes off the back of a brace against Chievo, while Patrick Schick has seemingly broken the shackles from his first league goal for Roma against Spal by going back-to-back with another last weekend. Raja Nangolan also looks keen to finish the season in style with a goal and 2 assists in his last 2 matches, all 3 providing strong attacking options for the run home. We finish off in Spain in a big way with this season's last El Classico, Barcelona at home to Real Madrid. The Blaugrana have now secured both the Copa del Rey and the La Liga titles over the past 2 weeks, well and truly dominating Spanish football, and they'll be keen to make a big statement this weekend against their major rivals. The Catalonians secured the league with another 4 goals featuring a Lionel Messi hat-trick, all 3 of which were assisted by Luis Suarez. Philippe Coutinho grabbed the other goal, the attacking trio finishing the season in style and with no other competition commitments ahead of them. Los Blancos do have a Champions League final ahead, though it is a few weeks away, so we should see Zinedine Zidane's men return to full strength for the weekend, having rested Cristiano Ronaldo, Luka Modric and Marcelo against Leganes, in addition to Toni Kroos and Asensio coming on as second half substitutes. Thus, Gareth Bale was one of the scorers last week, and having played less than 20 minutes midweek in the Champions League, he may be a favoured option for the El Clasico. That's about it from me, though as always, if you're after more fantasy football discussions, there is a new Euro Fantasy League podcast out this week, so follow the links below to check that out. Or for all your other fantasy and football news, head over to eurofantasyleague.com. Otherwise, until next time, good luck with your teams.